Alright, so we got our wiper motor pretty simplified here. We have our welded in Ranger motor, it's over 96, 83 Camaro bracketry, so we could reuse the factory mounting holes. And then we have our EF Civic or CRX first gen ones, steering column and toggle switch. So we have all that wired together. So we have our high, our slow, and then our return to center. So we're gonna go slow, and then it keeps going. Yeah. So it's working. I don't have the intermittents figured out, but honestly, I don't care too much. So, yeah. So yeah, it works. Some of the fun features of this is that we can run the factory cover plate because it's quite large, because it had a wiper motor built into it, although I cracked the nipple off, so unusable. And we can run the wires out of here. The ground wire is a separate one because all these have rubber mounts to stop that, as you can see when it stopped, that shock load to go over. But yeah, that's in there. We're just going to disconnect the power so nothing crazy happens. And I'll pull the wiring apart because it's all just twisted together. And yeah, that's what that little piece of brass is for. It just kind of insulates it over. And I'll show you where it's going to get mounted in. Right here with our factory holes. You can see them there. It's right there. So yeah, it lines up pretty well. It's a little bit on the shallow side because our old one would have been more of here, but as you can see how much it bends down, I still have the one the Ranger came with, and it's quite farther down. So I'm hoping where I slice it here, I can overlap the two. It'll kick down, and yeah, we're pretty close to being able to call this this done. I still got to figure out which is going to be for the spraying of the wipers. And then if I want to mess around with it and have it so it turns the wipers on as well. I'm really thinking at this point I don't care too much. If I need to just kind of crank it over, it'd be great. It's like I would also like to remove the detent for the intermittent, because it's not going to have it. That's a separate module on its own. It's not like some of the cars where it's built into the stock. But yeah, that's another amalgamation of parts successfully installed on the car. And I learned a lot about how wiper motors work because I had no fucking idea. But yeah, smell you guys later.